Understanding your prospect's communication style can make or break the entire sales process and reduce your stress at work as you're trying to figure out why prospects behave the way they do. Scott Schwefel's presentation on communication styles is one of the best in the industry. If you haven't had a chance to watch it yet, we'll post a link below or in your workbook so you can watch it after this session. We admire Scott's work and utilize Insight's Discovery colors not only because of its accuracy, but also because it's so easy to apply in the field where you need it most. Once you're aware of the different communication styles, start identifying the energies of your friends and family and adapt to their preferred communication style. In fact, now that you have this information, you probably can't stop yourself. Start by becoming familiar with how each style communicates when they're having their best day and when they're having a bad day. Pause the video here before moving on and categorize where you feel some of your coworkers tend to communicate most often, and do the same for some of your prospects and/or your current clients. Okay, go ahead and categorize your family members too if you haven't already. Now that you have a few faces in mind for each category, look at the preferred interaction style of each group and think about how you can create productive interactions with prospects from each of the different styles. For example, when you're working with a blue prospect and they ask for more data, that's okay. Provide the data. And be sure to ask questions to help reveal how you can affect the decision-making process. Questions such as what criteria they feel will be most helpful, and what criteria points are most important to assure a successful launch of the solution. We'll cover much more detail here as we move on to the decision-making prospects in the sales structure sessions. Remember, blue prospects need to evaluate situations more than the other color energies. So when they ask about the details, it's not an objection. It's the way they make decisions. So be sure to cover all the important details in the decision-making process to avoid the dreaded, "I want to think about it" objection at the end of the sales meeting. When working with a red prospect, do as much homework as possible before your meeting. Be concise, be tangible, and be direct. In other words, drop the fluff and stick to the facts about the cost of their problem and how your solution can help solve it. Don't fret over their loud temperament. In fact, red buyers tell you exactly where you stand in the buying process and what their concerns are. And if you can handle it, you'll have a much better chance of building a strong, productive relationship with these red prospects. When working with yellow buyers, engage them in the process and hear them out. They'll tell you everything you'll need to know if they see that you are a good listener. And of course, you'll need to keep them on track throughout the decision-making process so they don't get distracted with the next shiny object. Earth green buyers can be one of the toughest groups to work with, and that's because they'll tell you what they think you want to hear. It's really difficult for them to tell you no, though they won't buy unless they're ready. So be sure to make them feel extra comfortable with speaking their mind throughout your interaction so that you'll know what their real concerns are and you can work through it together. Keep in mind that building rapport is different with each of the communication styles. Reds may value a quick to the point rapport building interaction, while yellows want you to hear more about their situation before they'll be open to building trust with you. Greens require a much longer trust building process before they'll share their true feelings. Unless you upset them, then you'll know real quick. And blues, they're going to analyze your every move throughout the entire sales process, so be ready. Now that you can better understand your buyers and take the guesswork of how to relate to them, go have some fun with your new skill and watch prospects and family members show their true colors. I am so excited about seeing you in the next session. I'll see you in the next session if that's good for you. Now, how long do you think it'll be before we see each other in the next session? What are you standing around waiting there for? Let's go to the next session and don't be late. Get your ass to the next session and don't be late.